In today's video, I'm going to be using a milk cotton yarn. I got this yarn from Shein and it feels like a weight 3 yarn. That's why I'm going to be using a 3.5mm crochet hook and a pair of scissors. So for the yarn, I'm not sure if this is 100% acrylic because it says milk cotton, so I'm not really sure, but I know it's a really thin yarn and I'm gonna be using a 3.5mm. So we're gonna start making the bikini cup, and this is the first one that I've made, and we're also gonna be making the straps on the cup as well. It's super simple. I use a double crochet stitch for the bra cup. So we're first gonna start off by making a slip knot. So make a slip knot, and then I'm a size medium for reference, and we're gonna make a chain that is long enough from your under boob to your nipple. So I'm gonna make a chain of 15. So most people like to chain 3 before starting their double crochets, but I'm just gonna go into the second stitch from the hook. So in the second stitch from the hook, make a double crochet. And I'm gonna make a double crochet into every single chain till I get to the starting point. So I'm on my last stitch, and I'm just gonna go over and insert a double crochet into that last stitch. And then I'm not gonna chain 1 and turn my work. Instead, I'm just gonna keep working into that last stitch. So I'm gonna insert 1 more double crochet into that last stitch. Then I'll chain 1 and insert 2 double crochets into that last stitch. So first double crochet, and then into that same stitch you're gonna insert another double crochet. Pull your string through to make sure that it's tight. So into that next stitch you're gonna insert a double crochet. And you're gonna insert a double crochet into every single stitch till we get to the end of the row. Make sure you insert a double crochet into the last stitch, because sometimes it could be hidden and you might just miss it. So make sure you insert a double crochet into the last stitch. So after that last stitch, you're gonna chain 1 and turn your work, and you're gonna insert a double crochet into every single stitch till you get to the point where we made a chain 1. So double crochet all your way till we made a chain 1, so till the top of the bra cup. So make sure you also place a double crochet into that very last stitch. And so we've gotten to the point where we chained one, and now what we're going to do is insert 2 double crochets into that chain 1 space. So insert 1 double crochet, and then insert the second double crochet, and then you're going to chain 1, and into that same chain 1 space you're going to insert 2 more double crochets. So 1 and 2. And you should have a little hole or gap in between that cup. So insert a double crochet into every single stitch till you get to the end of this row. So I have finished my second row, and now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and I'm going to insert a double crochet into every single stitch until I get to that chain 1 space on the top. So double crochet your way all the way till you get to the top of the bra cup, and I'll meet you guys right there. So I have double crocheted my way onto the top, and right now what I'm gonna do is do the exact same thing. I'm going to make 2 double crochets, so 1, 2 into that chain 1 space, and I'm going to chain 1 and then insert 2 double crochets into that chain 1 space, so 1 and 2. And then I'm gonna insert a double crochet into every single stitch until I get to the end of this row. So I'm done with that row, and I'm going to chain 1 and repeat the exact same thing that I've been doing. I'm just gonna go all the way with double crochets until I get to the top of my bra cup. So like I said, once you get to the top, you're just going to place 2 double crochets into that chain 1 space, so 1, 2, and then you're going to chain 1, then insert 2 double crochets into that same chain 1 space, and you're just going to insert a double crochet into every single stitch for this row. And this is what we're going to be doing for every single row till you measure it against yourself and you're happy with the coverage and the size of the bra cup. So I'm gonna go finish mine off camera, and I'm gonna return to you guys once I'm all done and ready for the next step. So quick reminder, I just wanted to make sure I told you guys this. Make sure you're always chaining 1 and turning your work, and when you get to the top stitch, make sure you're inserting 2 double crochets, then chaining 1, and then inserting 2 double crochets into that same chain 1 space. So you're just gonna keep repeating this until your bra cup grows like the one I showed you before, and then you're all ready to get through with the next step. And the next step is we're gonna create the straps. So yeah. Okay, so right now I currently have 7 rows done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows done. And right now I just wanted to make my strap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna cut off my yarn. I'm just gonna chain 1, then turn my work, and then I'll just keep inserting double crochets until I get to the chain 1 space on the top of my bra cup. So double crochet your way up to that space, and I'll meet you guys once I'm done. So I have double crocheted my way up to the top, and right now I'm just going to insert 2 double crochets into that chain 1 space. So 1 and 2. And right now I'm gonna start making my straps. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to chain 3, 2, 3, and so into that first chain you're gonna insert a double crochet. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, and make your double crochet. And you're gonna chain 3, and in here you should have a hole, so you're gonna insert a double crochet into this space right here. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet into this hole right here. Chain 3, and then double crochet into this hole right here. Chain 3, and double crochet into the hole. And we're just gonna keep repeating this all the way till we have a very long strap. You're gonna make this as long as you want. I don't know, I can't count this one because I don't know, just make it as long as you want. So I'm just going to do this until I'm satisfied with the length, and I'm going to meet you guys once I'm done. So I actually made 29 rows or 29 stitches for these straps. So I'm gonna go over it to make it thicker. So I'm going to chain 3, and then into this hole right here I'm going to make a slip stitch. So into that hole you're going to make a slip stitch, and I'm just going to chain 3, and into the next hole make a slip stitch, and then chain 3, then make a slip stitch into the next hole, chain 3, make a slip stitch, chain 3, make a slip stitch. And I'm just going to be doing this for the remainder of the straps. So I have gone over my straps, and this is what it looks like so far. So I'm just gonna keep going and continue with my bra cup. So I'm just going to insert a slip stitch into this space right here just to make it more tighter. So in between those 2 double crochets we made, I'm going to insert a slip stitch, and then I'm going to insert 2 double crochets into that chain 1 space. And then I'm gonna insert a double crochet into every single stitch for the remainder of this row. So I have finished everything for my second bra cup, and I'm just gonna chain 2, and then I'm gonna cut off my work, and then I'm gonna pull through to tighten off. And then I'm gonna make sure I cut it. Okay. And then I'm also gonna hide this inside out, because this is the part that nobody's gonna see. So I'm gonna hide that. And then I'm gonna cut it. And then we're done with the 2 bra cups. I forgot to say this earlier, but this is where you start making your second bra cup so you can attach it together. And in order to make your second bra cup, you're just gonna repeat the exact same thing that you did for your first bra cup, and that's it. So my first bra cup and my second bra cup, the both of them are all done. And now what we're gonna do now is to connect both of them together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my yarn and my hook, and I'm gonna make a slip knot. And I'm just gonna make a very long chain of 150 chains. So I'm gonna chain 150 for the connecting strap. So I'll chain that, and I'll meet you guys once I'm all done. Okay, so I made a chain of 200 actually, because normally when I'm using my 5mm crochet hook, 150 chains would be okay, but I forgot I was using my 3.5 and the yarn is pretty thin, so I had to make 200 chains. So I'm really sorry about that. If you made 150, you have to make 50 extra chains for 200. So right now what I'm gonna do is I am going to attach the straps together for the bottom part. So I'm just going to chain 2, and then cut it off, cut the yarn off, and then pull through to fasten off. And then I'm going to insert my hook into the bottom part of my cup, and then I'm going to put the string through, and then I'm going to insert from the inside and pull the string back. And then from the outside, I'm going to insert and pull the string through. And then from the back, and then the front, and then the back, and then the front, and then the back, and then the front. Okay, so I'm going to pull the string through, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to pull the string in here as well. Okay, so right now I am done with my bikini, and I'm just going to tie this part together. And then I'm going to turn this and also tie this part together as well. And that's basically it for the whole tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I really hope you found this tutorial simple. I'm just trying to make quick, easy summer fits for you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And also follow my Instagram, and if you make this bikini top, always tag me on Instagram. I always repost all your recreations about everything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.